Hey guys, welcome back to FIFA 23 Brighton career mode. And today right here, we want to talk about Martinez right here. He is our goalkeeper in this career mode. And of course, we signed him is because Robert Sanchez in our Brighton team, original Brighton's team, I don't think it was that good to be honest, making quite a lot of mistakes and silly mistakes to be honest, but signing Martinez, I know it was a big risk. I think when I signed him, he was 31-year-old, 84 rated. Of course, there's a bit of a risk there. I mean, when you sign a goalkeeper at that age, when he's still that good, you know what? A lot of goalkeepers hit their prime when they're 30, 31, and they still have a long ways to go. So for Martinez, I'm not even afraid to sign him. Of course, with a very nice fee as well. And as I'm talking about Martinez right here, I think about 10-15 minutes ago, he got Men's Goalkeeper of the Year. I think he fully deserved it. I think he's a good goalkeeper. Sometimes he would make a few mistakes here and there, but the fact that, of course, we all know he won the World Cup with Messi, and arguably this is his first World Cup, and honestly, the fact that the past few years, Martinez had emerged from the scene. You know, you can look way back at Neil Maupay injuring Bernd Leno in that Brighton game right after the stop of the season, the hiatus of the season, and Martinez got his chance, and he performed very well after that. And of course, there's a dilemma whether he is going to stay at Arsenal or not to be the number one goalkeeper. In the end, Arsenal chose Leno. To be fair, back then I thought Arsenal did a right job, made a correct decision where I think keeping Bernd Leno would be a much safer choice. But turns out it was completely wrong. I still believe that with the whole thing of how Arteta wants to play, I think Martinez would suit how Arteta played comfortably, and not Bernd Leno. And of course, turns out we sold him for 20 million. It was a relatively good fee for a backup goalkeeper, but nobody thought he would turn up to be a much bigger star than a lot of people would have think. You know, winning two, national trophies with the team, including the what's the national trophy called in South America? Well, the trophy for South America, he won that with Messi, and more importantly, the World Cup that he just won a few months ago. And of course, in the recent interview, he still been having trouble sleeping at the moment after the World Cup, which is fair to be honest. There's a lot of pressure on him. But, you know, there is quite a bit of a shithousery in him as well. For all Arsenal fan who knows that the fact that he is, keep talking about Arsenal is just kind of a stepping stone for his career. And I have no problem with him saying that, but the fact that when he is constantly, repeating the same point again is kind of a little bit redundant, a little bit over the top to be honest, but that's how he is. But honestly, signing Martinez in my career mode is pretty much what I really want for. And of course, right now we are in the Conference League right here. Again, the perfect progression for me in this career mode is pretty much, we're in the Conference League, and then Europa League, and then Champions League, and we might stay in the Champions League for a year or two to build the team that we want, and eventually probably win all the trophies that we can. Then I can move on to another series, but right now, it's still kind of early. This is episode number 30 again. At one point, I thought I could do a daily upload on this career mode, but honestly, if I do a daily upload back in September, I think right now, by the time when I'm recording the episode number 30th, I think I will be at the end of October. I would have been moved on to another career mode, but that my work life says no. But right here, we are playing against Nottingham Forest at home right here. And guess who is the scorer once again? Joe Gilhart. Honestly, I think he is one of the most complete striker that I ever signed or ever played, to be honest. He has the speed, he has the pace, he has the shot as well, and also he has all the area attack in him, and he's perfect for me. Same as Sesko. And again, with this career mode, I'm trying to be a little bit more realistic in terms of what kind of profile do we want to play, to be honest. But I think with the profile what we have here, playing 5-3, I think 5-3-2, eventually having two strikers, you need two tall strikers. And the majority of the goals that we have scored so far this season has been pretty much you cross in the middle to Sesko, Mateta, Matanovic, and also Gilhar. Any one of them could potentially head the ball into the net because, first of all, they're very good in the air. Second of all, I mean, with the fact that we have less winger to play with and only with the wing backs, all the wing backs going to do is pretty much going up and forth, up and down, up and down, up and down. And a lot of times where you don't quite have the support on the wingers or on the wide side, and that's not what we're playing for. Since, we kind of put more players in the midfielder, creating a perfect diamond where you can link up plays between your wing backs, a quick 1-2, crosses in the middle. Again, scouting the right players, it's always something that, I really do hope that we want to establish. Of course, we made a few signings before where I thought he looks like a good signing, but turns out it was not a very good signing after all. For example, I think I signed Brahim from Real Madrid, I think last season, and he only played for us for 1 year. But again, I don't think he was the kind of the right profile for us. Again, not quite strong, not very tall, 5'7". Very petite in terms of the players surrounding him. Honestly, with the system that we're playing right now, the only players that are relatively quite short are pretty much the wing backs. But other than that, our identity is pretty much, it's right there. It's the fact that playing with tall people, playing with the strong players, especially in the middle, you can see that Jacob Ramsey and Weibu for Tacey, Holoschek, and all our four strikers, they are all very tall. There's always one common theme, which is the height of the players, and that's what makes us great. And look at this goal right here. It's just very simple like that. Just crosses in the middle to Gilhar. Once you find his his face in the box, he would certainly gonna help you to score that one. This is a very, very good goal as well. Not a very complicated way to play, but honestly, certainly well enough to hold off the defender and trick the goalkeeper as well. This is kind of a Giroud-esque type of play where you just kind of cross it to him and hopefully he's going to hit the ball in, and that's what we have been doing. That's what we have been scoring for the past few games, where all you need to do is pretty much just cross in the middle, find somebody, and of course eventually you will have one of our tall strikers right there in the middle to hit the ball in. And unfortunately after that, Max Kilman got himself a red card. Again, is it a fair challenge? I don't think it's a fair challenge. Honestly, I think it's the right call as well. I think it was kind of a dangerous challenge, even though I think it was Oliver Skip? I think it was somebody. Who's that number 8 guy? I don't remember. But the fact that he was trying to protect the ball, can't go behind, and Max Kilman just kind of took him out, which is fine, to be honest. I knew it was a red card after all. I'm not even particularly too upset about the call, because I think it's a fair call. But what's even more important is right now we're playing with down to 10 men. And guess what? A goal was pretty much inevitable against us. And Sonny right there, what a great goal. Just kind of an improvised overhead kick, which, levels them up. Again, we are in a big, big disadvantage, especially playing with one man down. We still keeping that 5 defense at the back, and later on it's kind of a very scrappy defensive line right there, and allowing Harry Kane, I believe, heads that one in. And unfortunately, we have to take the loss. Honestly, I thought we could have probably win the game if we have the remaining 11 players, but unfortunately that's not the case, and we have to adapt. And that's pretty much it. And right here, moving on to the 5th game week, or the 5th game of this Europa Conference League here. And we're looking to qualify, to be honest. I think the draw that we got for the group stages has been relatively nice and generous. And like I said before, where if you play against a European team that you never heard of, and your team is relatively quite renowned in the footballing world, there's a possibility that you're going to win. And that's pretty winning the stage, not winning the game, because we certainly lost to AAB the other day, wasn't it? I think during the third or fourth match day of the Conference League. And right here, pretty much we were playing against Madolpo. I think that's how you pronounce his name again. I assume it's a Turkish team. Hopefully or some Eastern European team. And later on, 20 minutes in, scoring a very nice goal, very well worked goal as well. Again, this is something that we just trying to build right there. Just kind of feeds the ball in the middle. Somebody taps it in, and Martinez right there makes the score 1-0 later on. 9 minutes in, and Sabarnia right here, the Ukrainian defender. I haven't been rate him very highly, but I know he's a very good player in real life. But in the game, he's very good as well. But the fact that we have quite a lot of central center backs already, it's kind of to the point where I think it's a little bit too much to be too many players in the middle. And later on, after giving up that red card, playing with 10 men once again, and Madolpo score a very well worked goal once again, just cross in the middle, a free kick, and somehow, of course, defensively should have done better. But again, this is another challenge that we have to play. 2 red cards in a row. And again, we still need to win the game regardless. And later on, right here, Martinez, I have no idea how he got the head to it, but certainly the goalkeeper should have done better. And we took the lead right there. 2-1, 59 minutes in. We are not done just yet. Here comes Nuno Tavares. See a through ball to Mateta, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. What a great finish as well with his weaker foot to the top right corner. And we have pretty much looking like we might be winning the game right there. 3-1 is the score. And we still have more chances right here, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes Sesko coming off the bench. Belts that one in, and 79 minutes, 4-1. Again, all 4 strikers making a very important statement to the world where, you know what, we're good enough to compete in the Conference League, and more importantly, to be able to play in such a high level in the Premier League as well. Because currently in the Premier League, we have been, I think, doing relatively well, except the Spurs game. But right here comes a consolation goal from Madolpo. But in the end, we got just well enough to scrape past them, even though it's not a perfect win by any means. But again, the red card kind of ruined the win a little bit, but it doesn't matter because right there we have qualified for the, I think it's preliminary round. Actually, no, I think round of 16. I don't think we go to preliminary round, but the fact that we won that game, that's very nice. And unfortunately, in the Premier League, we dropped to 4th again. It's not really a big deal. 12 games played, winning 7, drawing 2, and losing 3 goals, which is totally fine. I think we're still in a very good position in terms of how we have been progressing this season. But that's about it. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in a bit.